Good morning, Miss Alicia. What activity are you setting up today?
Good morning, Miss Yami. We are setting up an activity using loose parts. So today we're going to make a scale out of a log, a cabinet door, a pile of rocks, and PVC pipes. So to set this activity up, you will first need a tablecloth or table cover. So next you're going to balance the cabinet door on the log. And then we have put PVC pipe on this raised platter. I'll set that on this side. And we have these rocks that we have on a rotating dish. So for this activity, we have removed the chairs from around the table so that 4 children can move freely around the scale as they play. And as a teacher, I would also move around the table as the children are engaging with the scale and engaging with each other. So when I set this activity up, the children would be outside. And so when it's time for them to come inside, they'll go to the bathroom, wash their hands, and meet me at group. And so today for group, I would read this book, Balancing Act by Ellen Stoll Walsh. And it's a book about 2 mice that make a teeter-totter out of a rock and a stick. And they practice balancing the stick by going on opposite ends of the teeter-totter. But then their friends come and want to play too. But when they jump onto the teeter-totter, it causes it to unbalance. So the mice and their friends have to problem solve how to balance the teeter-totter. So while we're reading the book, I will engage the children in discussion about what they notice in the illustrations as an animal and the next animal jumps onto the teeter-totter. And as the teeter-totter becomes unbalanced, I'll ask them, why do you think the teeter-totter went down on this side where there's 2 frogs and a mouse compared to 1 mouse on this side? Why did this side go down? And so maybe a child would say because there's more or because it's heavy. So we'll introduce the vocabulary word heavy or heavier while we're reading the book. And so when it's time for the children to come and start their work time, the 4 children that choose to come to this table will have the opportunity to explore the scale using rocks and PVC pipes. All right, so today we're also going to include a chart while the children are exploring the scale and noticing what happens when they add objects onto both sides of the scale or one side of the scale. I may ask the question to the children, which is heavier, a rock or a pipe? And if a child chooses to answer, they may come up to the chart where we've got a container of markers, and they may write their name or make their mark on the chart. Also, while the children are engaging with the scale, a question I might ask them is, what happens when you add a pipe to this end of the scale or the teeter-totter,
whichever name they give it.
Whichever name they give this contraption. Another question I might ask is, what happens if you add 2 rocks to this side of the scale? Another question we can ask the children is, do you think it's balanced? And depending upon their answer, because it's a yes or no question, we can ask them why or why not. Another extension of this activity could be to bring this experience to your outdoor classroom. And I'll show you an example in just a moment of a scale that one of our student teachers made in a previous semester.